Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, my name, as always, is Philip Diaz. That hasn't changed. The man to my side is Brandon Whaley. Brother.
Always a pleasure, sir.
As it should be, I'm adorable. What are we talking about today?
I think we should do Batman Arkham Knight.
Batman Arkham Knight, the third and probably final installment.
That's what they're saying.
In the Arkham Knight trilogy, specifically made by Rocksteady, a British company, a British studio. If you are unfamiliar with both the Arkham Asylum video game and the Arkham City video game, shame on you, because those are both arguably masterpieces.
They're really missing.
They are. I think, as we said just before the camera went on, the best superhero game.
This is being filmed.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
I'm out of here.
I have no idea what's going on. I just know that game is that whole franchise. Is brilliant.
Oh yeah.
We are specifically talking about the third iteration, made from Rocksteady. There was a fourth game.
It was handed over. Well, the third iteration was Origins.
Yes.
Which was Warner Brothers Montreal.
A different studio. Not by any means not a bad game.
No.
But by any means not really a great game.
No.
Kind of a rehashing. I mean, the story is unique, and it's a prequel.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't played it, it is going back and telling the first Batman story. Not a bad game.
No,
but
not by any means.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But it doesn't have the panache. It doesn't have the weight that a Rocksteady game has. Rumor has it that as far as the Arkham Origins story goes, is that Rocksteady wanted to make the best Arkham game possible. And in order to do that, they needed time.
Yeah. They
needed to really polish and make a next-gen game, because you can't play Arkham Knight on the 360. You can't play it on the PS3. So this was really as far as the studio goes, this was their first foray into what's now current,
next gen.
What we are calling next gen.
Yeah.
The PS4, the Xbox One. This was their kind of their first foray into that console.
Yeah.
Just a beast of a machine. Either one you pick. And they needed time, so the franchise was handed over to Montreal.
Well, it's Warner Brothers Montreal.
Not a bad studio.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to harp too much on them. But like anything else, when you have a franchise that is given over to this wasn't their baby. This wasn't something that they had created. This was something they had taken over.
Yeah.
It was the same engine and pretty much the same map.
It was the Unreal Engine, if I remember.
It was the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
But this was basically something that someone had created, and they were, glossing over that map and retelling a story. Not a bad game. I don't want to shit on that game, but by no means was it a Rocksteady game.
No.
And for those of you who have played all three of those games, not including the Arkham Knight, I don't think I'm going to get a lot of backlash for that.
Nah, probably not.
But we're not talking about Origins.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight.
First impressions, beautiful.
Yeah.
I just recently, as a matter of fact, I got the Arkham Knight PS4 console.
Yes.
So
I'm kind of envious.
As you should be. That bitch is pretty. Yeah. A gorgeous console, a beautiful game.
Oh yeah.
I got the silver. It's got the silver gray matte. It's delicious.
I felt like I was a king when I got the Glacier version, and now you get the Batman version.
Yeah.
I've got.
To be honest, I think
I've got melting snow.
I mean, I think kind of when you talk about the realm of PlayStations, you have the PS4 Destiny Edition.
Yes.
Pearl white.
Yes.
I mean, just a gorgeous console. I have the Arkham Knight.
Yes.
I'm not saying mine's better.
I don't know.
But I'm not saying it's not.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. But we both got kind of custom edition.
Yeah.
We got snob gamer. Like we're like, you've got the standard.
We work hard for our money. Why not?
Yeah. Why not buy buy.
Screw that black system they have out there, you know?
Yeah, for the peasants.
Yeah, it's for the peasant people, common people out there.
Listen, for all the people who just stopped watching this because I dissed you, I apologize.
Yeah.
But so I got that system. So I got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
I got the extended, all the extra maps and all that
hand
stuff.
jobs underneath the table.
It does. It is. It gives the bat blowjob.
System.
I call it the bat station.
Never talks back.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's a pretty system with a pretty game.
Yeah.
I love this game. I'm a fan of it. I wouldn't call this a review. I wouldn't call this.
Nah, it's not a review. We're not even that far into the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I myself, when you look at the little ticker, I'm 10% in.
Yeah.
But I wanted to kind of give my initial thoughts. I wanted to talk about this game and how it relates to its lineage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you look at Arkham Asylum, you're looking at a game that was, and you had said this, and I'm stealing the words right from your mouth hole. It was revolutionary.
It was.
It was something special.
Yeah.
And I don't think, just obviously, I think when you look at the beauty of a video game is that it puts you in that place. It makes you that character.
Yeah. You are Batman.
You are the Batman.
Yeah.
And we all wanted to be that with whether it be Batman or Iron Man or whatever superhero, whatever IP character you want to be. You truly want to embody.
I mean, every morning I wake up, I put on a cape. Just saying.
I go to sleep with a cape. That's just me. I don't want to brag.
Yeah.
But that's how I roll. And this is, to me, the Arkham Asylum video game, which came out many, many years ago, was the first time that it felt right.
I would agree.
And they've only progressively got better since Arkham Asylum. There was Arkham City, which it only expanded on those things. It only took the things that were great about Arkham, the original Arkham game, and made them better.
Yes.
It gave you a portion of Gotham City that you got to run around in. I feel like the combat system only got better. And the combat system is something I want to talk about first, because there have been many here's how you know you're doing something right when you're a developer, when you're creating a video game.
Tell me, sir.
Is that I'm going to. Is that everyone copies your shit. Yeah. And by that, and listen, the first Captain America movie had a video game. It was called Captain America: The First Avenger. I played it.
I never played it.
You're not missing much. And I'm a huge Captain America fan. I love that character. I love the comic books. I love the two movies. Yeah. The video game, as far as the fight scenes go, and as far as the combat, that aspect of it, it's a direct ripoff of. Ripoff may be a little strong of a word, but it is heavily influenced. Okay. By the combat system. It's that block.
But it was such an amazing combat system they were using. So it makes sense for that to happen.
Oh no, I completely agree. But it's only I'm not so much bashing that game as I am complimenting Rocksteady. Yeah, I get it. Because not only did that game kind of borrow or influence itself from that combat system, Shadow of Mordor is, and I don't, once again, this isn't breaking news. If you've played that game, which is by itself a fantastic game, people love that. There's a system in there where that game innovates, but at the same time, it still lends or borrows heavily from the fighting system. Okay. From Arkham Knight.
Makes sense.
Or from the Arkham franchise as well. And if you've played Arkham Knight, by the time this is airing, you probably haven't beaten the game yet.
We're hoping.
Well, yeah, unless you were, and I'm a dog.
If you haven't slept in 3 days, maybe you probably beat it then.
And to that, kudos. For those of you who have
I hope you're getting endorsed by Red Bull. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
If you've decided to just give up on personal relationships and work.
Hygiene.
Hygiene's always the first to go, says the guy who hasn't
or eating food, or
you're basically shitting in a diaper and drinking Red Bull, playing this game.
It's kind of like the astronaut who tried to kill.
I commend that choice. Because that game is this good. It is worth defecating in your own pants. for a quickie review.
Yeah.
The game is like or so the Rocksteady team boasts. It's 3 times larger, roundabout, bigger than Arkham City.
I believe it.
Which having spent a little time with the game, I haven't unlocked all the. Basically what there are sectors.
Yeah.
You progress a little further in the story and you get more of the map. Mm-hmm. And I mean the map is big.
Yeah.
The map is expansive to say the least. The fidelity is
it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely beautiful.
And I think there are a lot of people who I think are.
It's like, how do you keep Gotham grainy and dirty and grimy
and still
keep it beautiful? And they did. They did it. They nailed it.
When you look at like the dirt on the buildings and like there's spray paint everywhere, and it's this city that's kind of fallen into decay.
It's like nobody wants to see that in high def, but we do.
But oh my god, it is the pretty. If I saw that city in real life, I would cry.
Yeah.
But in a video game, it's fantastic.
It's beautiful.
So I'm one of, and I think there's a lot of people like me when the first thing you do when you get a video game is you look for the water.
Oh, yeah.
You look for when I played Gears of War, I would just shoot into the water to watch those. I love those kind of natural world effects.
Yeah.
To me, those are the hallmarks of a game.
We're looking for realism, and that they brought it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Gliding through the city has never been smoother.
Yeah. The physics.
Thank you. The physics. That's the phrase and the word I was looking for. The physics are sharpened to pinpoint precision. The voice acting.
No, it's beautiful, man.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, amazing.
Kevin Conroy, for those of you who are not in the know, is Batman.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he lives in a cave underground in a city called Gotham.
Probably.
He did the voice for the animated series. He did the voice for all the Rocksteady games, but not Origins.
Do you blame him?
I'm not going to touch that, but I'm glad that that's the way it went down.
To me, that's like he's a fanboy. He's on par with what's going on the team.
Yeah.
He's a team player.
Yeah. He knew you keep your aces in their places, and that's kind of something that he did.
You look at the rest of the cast. It's pretty amazing who they.
Oh my god! I mean, these are some A-list. I don't want to say A-list voice actors. I just want to say A-list actors. And by when I say that, I mean no disrespect to voice actors. I think in a lot of ways their job is so much harder.
Oh yeah.
Because they have to emote with just one tool in their belt.
Well, you had as Commissioner Gordon, you had Jonathan Banks, which was
for those who don't know,
from Breaking Bad.
Oh my god.
So I mean that's a pretty big thing. It's a bold choice. I don't know if he did it as well as the other past actors for Commissioner Gordon, but he's very good. And then his
voice carries such weight.
Yeah. There's a lot of weight to it. It's almost too much for Commissioner Gordon.
I will. I mean, we talked about this earlier before the lights and cameras went on. I love that man's voice. It is the right amount of gruff. It's got.
I feel like you should be telling me I should be buying batteries.
Yeah,
like you need batteries.
His voice is powerful. I thought. In that particular character, he plays, Jim Gordon.
Yeah,
I thought it was a little much.
It was a little much.
So I wasn't in love with that. But as an actor and as a voice, as a presence, very very powerful.
Yeah,
but probably my least favorite.
Yeah, I would agree too.
Kevin Conroy reprises his role as Batman.
I wish I could remember the other actor's name from Fringe, who's playing Scarecrow.
Yeah, I forget his name, but if any of you who have either watched Fringe, which is just a great sci-fi series, he played Walter in Fringe. He also plays one of the main villains in a show that I don't know is coming back or not. I really liked it. Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Another Fox show.
Yeah.
He plays a pivotal role on that. A British actor.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
He's an amazing actor, though.
His voice.
Yeah.
He is
Scarecrow.
For those of you who are in the pop culture, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh yeah, I know that guy.
Like when you see him in interviews, he's just sinister. He's just evil in interviews. You're like, oh my god, you're the perfect Scarecrow.
I have never been. as scared of an old white guy as I've been
British.
of him. Yeah, of a British old guy at best.
Yeah.
But his voice carries great weight and great power.
Yeah.
A man who's, just in the brief thing. I don't know his career.
I can tell you this. I was on the fence on buying the game.
I enjoy him as a.
I was kind of like here and there, But when I saw that he was doing the voice of Scarecrow, he was the main reason I bought the game. And I'll be honest with you. So I had 100% support in Rocksteady.
Yeah.
But knowing that
I knew this
as an actor, he was the main reason I bought the game.
I knew this was going to be a AAA title. I knew that this was going to be a game that, I'll buy it day one, full price. I wasn't going to regret that purchase.
Yeah.
But so many of the trailers leading up to the game's release had, they had put him in the forefront because I think, first of all, the Scarecrow is a when you look at the Rogues Gallery, all the villains. He's had a pretty good run
for this game, the gaming galaxy going on for Rocksteady.
Oh yeah,
it's you've had the Joker, but I feel like honest to God, out of all three versions of Rocksteady's, Arkham games.
He's been in all three.
He's been in all three
as a character
and a main character, a very strong character.
He's played,
So clearly they like him more than
this
Joker,
is I don't want to say that, but I think it's easy. Like the Joker's the obvious choice.
Well, and they've gone with him.
I will. Here's what I will say is that the Joker does play a role in Arkham Knight. If you play the second one, you're going to be like, "What? How is that possible?" I will just. That's where I'm going to leave it because it was such a joy and delight for me to experience that surprise that I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But the Joker is still with us, and the Joker is
who's the voice by
Mark Hamill.
God,
fucking Luke Skywalker plays
which he's done before.
He played it. Okay, so Kevin Conroy, who played Batman, he played him in the old TV show. He played him in a couple of standalone movies that were straight to DVD. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen these DVDs that come straight to DVD release, they're not theatrical and they weren't on TV. They're just standalone pieces you can buy them, because if you're not a comic book fan but you are a Batman fan or a DC fan, these stories are so intricate and so good, and they're play the game, and then when you're not done with the universe but you're just tired and you just want to watch something, you want to enjoy some media that's more passive. These games, these movies are just awesome. They're all about an hour and a half to an hour and 15 minutes. They're PG-13. So they're a little more than the animated series gave you,
which I'm kind of glad about.
There's a little more TNA, there's a little more violence, which I think lends itself really well to the comic book.
DC's predominantly always darker anyways with what they do, so
I think so. I think so. I think these are
Marvel's very kind of like comic book to the point of things, but I feel like DC's always been very dark.
When you look at like their what I'm calling their second noir. When you look at their secondary media, and so the comic books are the comic books, but you've got cartoons, you've got movies, you've got. I'm gonna say that DC is going to be the more mature,
I would agree,
franchise, or the more mature subject matter. Definitely darker for sure, and I enjoy all of it. I highly, when you're done with the game and when you beat it and you're still hungry, you still want more of these characters, but you're not necessarily a comic book fan. They're worth the watch. I mean, it's an hour. It's an hour and 15 minutes. You're not going to regret.
So, what do you feel about the mechanics of having the Batmobile in the game for Arkham Knight?
All right,
what's your feelings on that?
So we're going straight to the elephant in the room.
Well, I mean, we have to. It's something that a lot of people are like touching on. It's something that we've also kind of noticed.
Yeah, we've
I enjoy it, but I'm not that far in the game, so let's see what everybody else is talking about. Okay. The mechanics of it taking over the whole game. Is this true? I actually don't think it's true.
At the point of this broadcast, there are people in the gaming industry who are far more powerful than us.
Yes,
and we
just sold her Nintendo.
Exactly. They've had IGN has they dropped their their review,
and GameStop and a few
GameStop,
other ones,
they when they dropped their reviews, they were like a day or two before the game had actually been.
And they had the game for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, they weren't allowed to talk about it, but they've beaten the game. They've played a big chunk of it.
Yeah.
And overall, the reviews have been very positive. Mm-hmm. When I say the elephant in the room and the most dramatic change to the format has been the Batmobile.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a controversy. So when the game came out, they were like, "Hey, the Batmobile is going to be an integral part of this game." Yeah. I think everyone was excited. Everyone was like, "Yes, finally, the Batmobile." The Batmobile is integral to the story. It's his. I mean, you could call it his best gadget if you want, but I don't think about Batman without seeing that vehicle. No. It's a unique piece. It's heavily implemented in the game. Yeah. I haven't, from what I've been reading and from just my experience thus far, and once again, I'm like 10% in. It's a big part of it. My initial reaction was that I did not care for it. Yeah. But here's the thing.
But it's growing on you now.
It is it's starting to grow on me. Yeah. It's one of those things.
It's almost like you should have started with the car, driving around for a little while, and then broke out into what the gameplay and everything else.
I think so there's so we played Arkham and then we played Arkham City, and we knew what Batman was, we knew what this game was, we knew what this franchise was about, and it's not so much we knew about the puzzle solving. Yeah. We knew about traversal. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to get from point A to point B in a Batman game. Yeah. You fly and then you glide and then you use your grappling hook and trust me, that stuff is still there. Yeah. It's still perfect.
Hasn't changed.
If anything, it's only gotten better.
Yeah. You go higher now too.
Oh my God, it's a great piece. Yeah. But now they've added the Batmobile, and so you can drive around in the Batmobile. It has this tank mode. I'm not sharing anything new with you. So there's a combat element.
Well, you kind of are. I mean, the tank mode is like when you're gliding. It's almost like gliding on ice.
Oh, okay, okay.
You kind of are, because we didn't have that before.
So, yeah.
But
I'm sure people are aware of it. I'm sure
if they haven't played it, well, maybe, You never know.
I think they've definitely been advertising. They're like, don't forget the Batmobile. You can play. You Batman, but you got the car too now.
You got the car now. You got the ride.
What are your thoughts on the Batmobile? Because I feel like that's the most divisive.
In the beginning, I hated it. I hated it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, seriously? Like, now I have to drive around. I have to use my car as a peripheral to, like, kill things or not. It's Batman. We don't kill anything.
Yeah, that's right. So, Batman doesn't kill.
To wound people.
I will say this. I want you to finish that sentence. Yeah. There's one scene where I was, very early on in the game, because I'm not that far in, where like he takes a guy's head and smashes it into if that guy's not dead, in
the real world, we go to jail.
Okay, Batman's not killing people. He's definitely making some.
There's some stitches and scars and surgeries.
These guys. So I don't want to say the word retarded.
But
these guys are he is making some.
They are now handicapped. They are now playing in the special Olympics.
The amount of people who need preferential parking in Gotham has greatly increased because of the Dark Knight.
I can't get parking anywhere at IKEA. This is terrible. There's handicapped parking everywhere. Thanks to Batman.
But you've played the initial. You've played the kind of, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but you've played kind of the first fight scene.
Oh yeah.
And what did you think about it?
Batman? In the beginning, it was kind of like I had to get used to the gameplay. It was kind of like playing hockey. It was like on ice. It was weird. The physics are weird. The way the tires rotate are weird. But once you get it locked down, it's like playing air hockey when you're drunk. You're fucked.
Okay,
I mean, that's the best example I can give. I mean, like, everybody sucks at air hockey in the beginning. You get a couple drinks in you.
You loosen up.
Fucking master. You loosen up. And that's what happens.
Yeah, so. there is kind of a sense to the physics where the car is a little. I see what you're saying when you say on ice. Yeah. Like it glides. It glides very easily. It is the most, and I'm pretty sure I'm stealing this from a review that I read. It is the most agile tank.
Oh yeah.
In existence.
Yeah.
And people are being really divisive about it. They're not really a fan of it. To be honest, neither was I.
Yeah.
But there was a moment when I played, and this was one of those what I'm calling a rage quit moment, where you take your controller and then you slam it down. But right before it hits the table, you go, "This is a $60 device. I'm going to gingerly put it down."
This is not a batarang. It's not going to come back to me.
Exactly.
You know?
But there was a moment where, I was just so flummoxed by how this car moves, but I stuck with it.
Yeah.
But now it's growing on you. Well, here's my point: is that when the car moves, when you know how the car moves and you understand those physics, you are Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That when you can control that car,
your car needs to move like Batman.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So thank you, Lucius Fox.
Yes. Who's in the game?
Thank you for creating something that Batman loves.
Lucius Fox is in the game, which I think is awesome. Once again, we're running long because this is something that I love. The car, stick with it. All right, you're not gonna like it.
But you'll end up loving it.
But I ended up loving it. I don't necessarily want to say that you're going to.
Nobody likes a Prius in the beginning when they buy it.
Yeah, but when you see your gas mileage,
you're like, wow, I just saved $1,000 this year.
You learn to love it. You learn to. If you don't learn to love it, you learn to appreciate it. And you had brought this up earlier. That obviously we had said this off camera. Is that when you look at the value of the game, we live in an era where the prices of things are going up. This is a $60 game. You don't buy the expansion pack. You don't buy any of the bells and whistles. This is a $60 game. There is so much content just in the vehicle. You know what I mean? There's going to be side missions. There's going to be racetracks. In the in-game stuff alone.
They thought of you guys as a gamer, and that's what's important. So
I think no one likes change.
No.
You know what I mean? As a society, we don't care for things that are different. And here you are giving me this brilliant, beautiful game, and I wanted more of the same. And then there's this different mechanic. There's this different way of traversing the ground.
Something you've never experienced.
Yeah, and it was hard. It was difficult, and I think why I didn't care for it was because, frankly, I was getting my fucking ass kicked.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to use this.
You felt like a badass going into it.
I knew. Yeah.
You're like, I'm fucking Batman.
Yeah, I turned on this game. I know how to glide. I know the fighting system. I know the batarangs. I know the smoke pellets. This is not fucking anything new to me.
It's kind of like, you think about it, it's like smart on their part. They're like, you know what? I know you're a good gamer, but I'm going to make a challenge.
Yeah, I think this is something that's like, it's the initial.
So on a chart from 1 to 10, how do you score the game?
It's still early. I'm only 10 points in.
Everybody else is doing. Let's do it.
Why not? Okay, so initial impressions.
Everything from what you've gotten so far.
Okay, once again,
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a 9. It's a 9.
I'm gonna go.
And then now 10 being perfect.
Well, yeah. That's a rarity.
Yeah. Perfection.
That's like a Last of Us.
When I say that, perfection is a fallacy that does not exist unless you count The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Look at our other videos if you know what I'm talking about. But this, I mean, listen, you're gonna want to. This is one of those games that I'm going to go back to.
I go 9 also.
No, all right.
I'm with you, man.
The car, the vehicle, the Batmobile.
It's
love it, hate it.
It's growing me. I love it now. I love it now. I hate it.
I hate that we were on the same page.
I have to go through driver's training now. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
How do I drive on ice? But it's not ice.
What do I want to talk about to kind of round out this topic? I want to talk about the beauty of the game. I want you. There were moments where like I would climb to the highest building and I would just slow pan. Yeah, I would just slow pan that right camera and just watch. I mean, this city is beautiful.
The graphics are so good, and this is kind of in a bad way.
We're playing on the PS4.
You could probably see somebody being raped in a corner 5 miles away. Just saying, as bad as it sounds.
You know what I mean? But man, does it look good?
It looks great.
There we go. This video is not for the kids.
This has gone from PG-13 to whatever is.
It's going to Fox late night.
Yeah, Fox late night now. So,
I'm glad about the game. Yeah. I know. Okay, here's my final thought. Sure. In the pantheon of Rocksteady video games, specifically the Arkham franchise, Arkham City is a perfect game. I think it is a 10. I love Arkham Asylum. I think.
See, I like Arkham Asylum better. I don't know. I just did. I don't know.
That's fine. I think they gave you just enough, wanting you. And you wanted more. When I look at when I look at Arkham Knight, I feel like they maybe gave me a little too much.
We don't know yet, though.
Well, you're right. But
so
once again,
so fresh.
This is just my initial impression. I think I'm going to love this game. I think I'm going to beat it. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to look for. Side note: the DC Easter eggs in this game alone are worth the price of admission. If you're a Batman fan, you're going to play this. You're going to enjoy it. I get why the car is divisive, but I think you just got to lean into it.
Yeah,
you got to lean into it, and I think you're going to get your money's worth out of this game. And this game is going to tell you a great story. Yeah, that is where I end up.
I do have one question before we end this.
Go right ahead.
Who do you think Arkham Knight is?
I have no fucking clue. Okay, so from what I read on the blogs and on the interwebs is that this is a unique character.
It's new.
So
he's born on date. You're 2015.
You're gonna unveil that mask, and you're not gonna see.
I think that's awesome that they did that.
Oh, I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. What they said was that this is a new character for this IP and for the DC universe in general. So I think there's going to be an unveil. I think that mask is going to come off.
I think it's Oliver Queen.
If he's Oliver Queen, no, it's not going to be Oliver Queen. It is not going to be Green Arrow.
I think it's Oliver Queen. I'm just going to go with that.
All right, that is the bull. I'll bet you $1 on that one. That's a gentleman's bet.
So 200 pennies I own you, sir.
200 pennies. Well, it remains to be seen. If it is Oliver Queen, I will lose my fucking shit. I'll just be surprised. Like, I'll be like, wow, Green Arrow.
Well, how crazy would that be? I mean, that would be kind of a cool little,
No. So Green Arrow becomes an asshole?
No, there's a higher reason he's doing it.
All right.
Who knows? We don't know.
I'm betting you're wrong on that.
Oh, I'm sure I am. But, I'm usually always wrong. But in my world, in my fantasy, I
failed this city.
Yeah, well,
he
sounds like
he
him.
does. All right. Lending credence.
It's Oliver.
Listen. This is not only a great game. This is a game that is worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it. I guarantee you this review, not that it was a review, helped you at all on whether or not you're going to buy this game.
Buy the motherfucking game.
Yeah, seriously. DC is not lining my pockets.
No.
If you are a fan of good games, if you're just a fan of good games and you happen to be a fan of superheroes, I think you're going to enjoy this. Are you going to disagree with me?
No, I completely agree.
And when you do beat it and you do find out Oliver Queen is the Arkham Knight, you heard it here first.
Yeah.